Lighting it up blue in Grenada. Grenada is proud to be among the countries which participated in this year's World Autism Awareness Day Light It Up Blue celebrations. We are pleased to share with Autism Speaks a snapshot of the activities carried out to heighten the awareness of autism in Grenada. As is usually done, Mrs. Sandra Thomas, the wife of our Prime Minister, Honorable Tillman Thomas, called attention to autism by delivering a televised address in which she entreated parents to be attentive to the needs of their children and to bring to the attention of professionals any signs for concern.
We are acknowledging with the global community the challenges faced by persons with autism and their families. We are also emphasizing to parents, teachers, and the general public that early diagnosis is a prerequisite to early intervention and a greater chance for success.
Mrs. Thomas, an advocate for persons with special needs, appealed to the general public to be patient and supportive.
For this reason, World Autism Awareness Day is dedicated to creating greater awareness of autism and in so doing to promoting universal adherence to the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disability. It is also a time for each of us to re-evaluate our attitudes and those of society towards persons with disabilities in an effort to remove the prejudices that discriminate against them.
In addition, there were 3 very informative discussions presented on national television stations where panels comprising of parents, teachers, education specialists, and a doctor shared with the public some of the challenges that persons with autism face and the experiences of working with, living with, and loving these unique and precious individuals.
Well, I would like to encourage parents, as Dr. Nelson says, to look out for the signs very early, and get the child. In fact, have the children do things with you. These children, some of them would have sensory issues.
They focused on early signs that would allow for early intervention, as well as give advice and encouragement to families with children showing these signs.
Not pointing to objects, so you're not interacting with parents by 14 months of age. So you see an object, you're not going to point and say, pointing to the parents, or that's a mango, that kind of thing.
Dr. Nelson acknowledged the trepidation and uncertainties that parents may experience, but reminded them of their responsibility to monitor their infants and to do all in their power to give them the best chance in life.
It is first and foremost acceptance, and then a willingness to challenge everyone in your face with the fact that I am going to help my child whether you want me to or not. Because our society is such that we are still very negative to persons out there with special needs. You have to be, when you see a parent, you pat her on the back and you say, you're doing a good job. Because that's what they need. They need to be supported. You cannot be ridiculing and you cannot be throwing negative comments at persons who are saying to you, I want to help my child.
Right.
She further admonished viewers to be more disability friendly.
So as a parent, you have to approach the school, and there's fear from that. You have to, if this school isn't working, find another school, and there's fear of that. If a principal is not going to help, go and report, and there's fear of that. If you feel that you're not having support in a specific area, find another person who will support you. And so the parent has to be the driver of this.
For the children, the celebrations included an annual kite flying fun day where students with autism and other special needs raised their spirits while raising beautiful blue kites in the clear blue skies, making use of the Caribbean Easter breeze. other students expressed further creativity in support of autism through craft work and art. Among them all, the crowning event was the big blue lights which adorned our historic panoramic Fort George and Tricentennial Park. The fort, conspicuously located in the capital town of St. George and in view of the island's coast, captivated the attention of residents, tourists, and seafarers alike. A local institution, Republic Bank, embracing support for special needs, had its premises also lit blue to mark the occasion and encourage public support. Despite the prevalence in Grenada of persons with symptoms of autism, to date, only 3 students have received official diagnoses. There is a particular school in the north where at least 35% of its population exhibits signs of autism. However, since there is not a professional to perform the diagnosis in Grenada, there is immense need for awareness as well as community and international support. To a population relatively unfamiliar with the autism spectrum disorder, we are confident that through local Autism Awareness Day activities 2012, much light has been shed. We thank you, Autism Speaks, for your leadership and innovation.